this screen, there is a view in terms of a small box are there. In the box, there is a question and optional answers. So user can pick one of them. So the question is, does Swift replace Uikit? The answer is yes, no, 50%, 30%. So this will work is, before continuing, I just want to confirm from all of you that you are able to listen me.
Yes.
Yes.
Fine.
Yes.
Fine. So let's continue. This is the UI that we are going to design over here. Fine. So this is the design we are going to. This is the UI that we are going to design. Small boxes are there. Inside that one box, there is a question and there is an answer. So user can pick one of them. And there's a plus button on top of that. Whenever user will tap, user can add more questions. Got it? So for now, what we will do is, just by tapping plus button, we will show some screen. Okay, some additional screen that will look like this. Some additional screen will come, and there will be a text input. So user can type the question over here and put all the answers. So what the possible answers can be. Okay, and then at the bottom there will be done button, done. Okay, when user will done finish that, a question will come over here with the new card. Okay, so this is card, this is called card view. We will do something like this. So the first task is to design this card. Okay, first we will design the card. So basically in one card, how it is looks like is just a V stack, with a rounded corner. Okay, in V stack, there is one text and one H stack. The H stack will contain all the options, right? So this is what we are going to design for now. And after that, this card will design, we will put that card inside the list view. So this list view will work and that at that time. And when list view is ready, then we have to put some kind of navigation bar on top of that. And in the navigation bar, there will be text and there will be a button on right top corner. Okay. When this will finish, then we will go to this screen, design this screen and integrate it. So whenever user will tap on plus button, this screen will come up and then user can write a question and it will go back. But for today, what I will do is, I will do one thing for you guys. I will design this screen, the test and the card view, and I will do the list view. This is something that I will tell you how to do, but you have to do. Okay, I'm not going to do this. Fine.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so let's start. So this is the export view where you are able to see there is a struct with a list of questions and the text is question on the screen. This is visible for all of you?
Yes.
Okay, okay, fine. So as we just discussed, what we have to do is first design a kind of cart view. Okay, so what we will do, a struct, name will be card view. We can do this inside this as well, but why I'm doing it separately, because that looks good, no? If there is a card view, make it separate so it will looks good. As per I just show all of you guys, this is the card view. So first is V stack. Inside the V stack there is a text and there is a H stack. Let's do that. First is V stack. So V stack, inside the V stack there is a text. Text will be a question, right? For now it's what is your name, and after that text there will be H stack. Inside the H stack there is a different you can say different text which is like a button. So for now rather than going with the button, I just designed the text. Text will be Y. and 30%. First finish the design, then I will show you what is the right way to do. 20%. Okay. Now just look at on the screen, because this is not going to show over here. Why? Because we didn't talk about the card view inside the main view. So we just have to say here that card view, and then you can see how it will look. What we did is we just create a V stack. Inside the V stack, there is a text and there is a H stack. That's all we did. And we are able to see, yeah, there is something. Now it is not that what we exactly want. Okay, we want something like this. So V stack here, if you see, there is a V stack with the box and the border and all things are there. So just come up out to the V stack and write dot frame. Okay, width, not a problem. Height we want, let's see 100, how it looks. 100 is very small actually. Let's see 200. No, actually 100 is fine. Yeah, 100 is fine. We have to put some spacer so that it will occupy all the area of the screen in terms of width. No, so in width, oh yes, no, 30% and 50% is okay. But what I want to do is in H stack, just put a spacer after this text. Okay, okay, this is not a good idea. Let me think another way. Okay, let's change the width. So the width is UI screen dot main dot bound dot width minus 8 8 and 8 will be margin, maybe 16 and 16, so minus 32. Yeah, you're able to see the screen, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, so the frame is looks like something we want. Now after the frame we have to change the background color. We just write background color dot blue. Yeah. After that, we just write a dot around corner radius, and that will be something like 10, a little bit more, 15. Yeah. So round corner, and then what? Yeah, things are ready now. So the text, there is inside the H stack, there is a 4 text. So I just came outside. Okay, there's a there's a two way to change the text color. One is I just go in front of the text and say foreground color white, then foreground color white, then foreground color white, then again foreground color white. So I have to write four times that the foreground color is white. Let's try to do the change the foreground color out in the H stack. So whatever in the H stack will change the color. Dot foreground color dot white. See, whatever inside the H stack got changed, yes, no, 30 and 50. So I don't need to write this 4 times, because I just say whatever inside the H stack, change the foreground color of that. So all text got changed at one time. So
Okay.
same thing we can do. Just remove it from here. Come to the outside of V stack and say foreground color white. Then you can see whatever inside the V stack, every text got changed now. So we don't need to write everywhere like the here again and again, because we want same color for all text. We just say one time. If we want different color, then we have to say over here again and over here for the different color, but we want same color, then that's fine. Okay, fine. So now what to do? Just the alignment. So alignment is not good for me. So let's try to align this right here. Alignment dot center, leading or trailing. What I want leading. That's fine now. And after that, okay, just make it spacer. Let's see. Fine. Now we need some kind of margin from this text. Just tap padding. Make sense? One second. You guys automatically out of the meeting. You got someone is rejoining it. Right? Yeah. So where we are? Okay. Let's just put the padding over here as well. Yeah. See, something is ready now. But it didn't look still. It didn't look like that. What we want. So an H stack. There is a spacer. There is a padding as well. It's fine. That's fine. Okay. 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 Now do one thing. This text looks like a button so that user can pick one of them. So what I did is out after the text I just write dot frame. This is also need a kind of width and height. So I put it 40. Width is 40. Height is 40. Alignment is center. I think now just let me just a second. I'm going back for one thing. So I just put a spacer over here. Okay, just comment it and come to the frame. And I say the alignment is center, right? So remove the alignment center in the frame and say to leading actually. So this will also work. I don't need to put this one. See, I don't need to put a spacer actually because this is the complete area and I just say come to the leading. Give me 1 second. One guy is try to join the meeting, but he is not able to join it because of some reason. Let me check what happened. Yeah, done. Okay, fine. So what I just did is spacer is not required. I just say this is the frame area, and the frame area here I said it should be in center. The alignment is center. That's why it came to center. So I just say alignment is leading. Everything is come and leading. Now this gapping is just because of padding that we put. So just remove the padding and see how it is looking now. Yeah, it looks like this. So padding is required.
Mukesh, how you know like padding will for leading or trailing?
Padding means padding from all sides, from left, top, right, bottom. This padding is see when you remove this padding, just see carefully the area. The just tap over here and you can see the area actually. The area is getting increased from all sides. This side, this side, this side, and this side.
Okay.
Okay, leading, trailing, top, bottom, every padding. When you just say padding means give the padding from all sides. If you want to give the padding just from the left, then you have to say like this. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. Rather than saying padding, just say padding. Open the parentheses and wait. This is something age and length. Just tap over there and say age means what age you want to give the padding. Just put dot, and now you can specify what all age, bottom, horizontal only, leading, So I just mentioned leading here and say, okay, area will be 8. The padding area. Now the see, now the padding is just from
Leading.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
okay. Now let's come to the text. This is the H stack, right? So rather than putting the padding in between Y and 30 and 50, let's put the padding from H stack itself. Just say padding. Just copy it, no? Rather than writing it again, just copy it and paste it over here. See, done. But there's no padding in between these two texts because I say this padding is from leading only. Fine. Now I want to give the padding in between the two texts as well. So I write the padding again and I say top. From top, I want 8 only. Are you able to see that?
Yes.
So when I say padding from leading, then it is 16. When I say padding from top, then I can change it. I can specify, okay, from top I just need 8. From leading I need 16. That's how it works. So now we are able to give that padding.
Again.
Sorry? Someone is saying something? Hello? Yeah, who is saying what? I didn't hear. I am not able to hear that. Okay, fine. Let's continue then. So there is a padding. One padding is from leading, and one padding is from tab for this from top for this H stack. Now we want to show this text like a button so that user can tap on that. It's not looking like a button for now. So come to the in front of the text. I just write frame. Okay, sometime it happened. Solution. Okay, frame the width we want is 30, height 30, alignment dot center, and then dot background color. Background color is dot. Is there anything like dark? No. Dot red for now, just for testing. See, and after that I just make it dot corner radius. Corner radius, and that should be 15 is too much. Make it make it 8. Yeah. So now it's still red is not good, so let's put it green. Okay. Copy this same frame and background to each text. Done. So area that we have to increase, the width should be 40, height should be 40, so that we can put other data as well. 40, 40. Okay, fine. But still, this is not okay for me. I want to do some more changes. What I want to do is, let's make it like this. In H stack, there is a 2V stack. Rather than doing straightforward, just make it like this. In H stack, there is 2V stack. So 2 answers will come in first V stack, and 2 answers will come in other V stack. So that's in that case, it will look like this. It will look like this, right? Am I right, guys? So in that case, if I put this in V stack, it will look like this. In that case, maybe we need more area. So just increase the width, increase the height basically, maybe 150. Yeah, 130 is fine. And then in between these two V stack, just put the padding. so that it will look good. Oh no. Okay, so let's do something like that. After this V stack, put kind of a spacer. Oh, sorry, this is an H stack. Fine. So in one V stack, in the first V stack, there is one text which is Y and one text which is no. You are able to see those things here. So in V stack, there is Y and there is no. And after that, there is 30 and there is 50. So one V stack contains two answers. So here I want to increase the width. Rather than 40, I want to put it 100. Like this, because in future maybe rather than Y and N, I want to write something else which is larger. So that's why I planned like this. So width is 100, and there's a very small gap in between those two. What we can say here is dot padding from bottom sorry dot length will be 8. See, there's a gap now. Fine. The same thing we will do here. We make this width
तो क्या हो रहा है भाई?
100.
क्या हो रहा है? क्या हो रहा है? हाँ? क्या क्या? मीटर को चूज कर रहा हूँ. नहीं नहीं नहीं. बार लाइट जा रहा है ना तो मेरे को लगा कुछ नहीं नहीं कुछ नहीं. वो दोनों खाने के लिए गया है, मैं लैपटॉप में हूँ. प्लीज म्यूट.
Just make this height and then we just dot padding padding from bottom. Length will be 8. So you guys understood why I changed the plan, because if I do everything in H stack, then we can't give this much of area, and we need this much of area because maybe I want, rather than Y I want to write yes and no, then I need more area for that. Maybe for 30% I want to write more than just 30%, so I need more area for that as well. That's why I changed the plan. Rather than doing in a one line, just make it in a 2 line. So got it. Now we have to increase the width more. Just do it 150. Yeah, this looks good. Fine. So there is a one question, and the one question there's 4 options. User can choose one of them. So for now we can say the card is ready now, because in the card there is a question and there is an option. User can click any one of them, but when user click, nothing happen, right? Nothing will happen. But okay, for now we have to design this in a list view so that whatever we will add, whatever question we will add, it will come over here. But one thing that we can do, suppose we have a server, we have an algorithm, or we have a database, then whenever user click on any kind of text, then we can perform action which is required. For example, this is the text which is yes, and this is the text which is no. Okay. Then this is the text for 30%, and this is the text for 50%. But guys, one thing that you have to understand, are you really think all question have yes, no, 30%, 50%? No, the option is a variable. It will change according to the situation, and the question is also a variable. It is not like fixed value, so you can't use text over here. So what you have to do is just make a variable. Name will be, first is question, which is the type of string. Second is answer one string. Third one is answer two, which is also string. Fine. Question 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, sorry. There's one more answer. So now, rather than directly mentioning the question over here, we will mention the variable. So variable is question. The value is also a question, and answer 1. And here, so the sequence for answer 1 and 2 is the yes. This one is 1. This one is 2. This one is 3, and this one is 4. So, and sorry. Done. Now, because this UI is totally depend on the variables, if we are not passing any value of these variables, then it is not going to initialize. There will be an error. And where is the error? Error is saying that when I initialize the card view, I am missing some arguments, and those arguments are these arguments. So whenever I will initialize the card view, I have to pass these values. Otherwise, this UI can't initialize, because this UI, this view is based on these variables, right? So we have to pass those values over here. So just put the parentheses, and you can see whatever the value is required coming over here. So the question is, question will be, let me see if any question is there. That's it. And the answer is, because that is a string, we have to pass a string. The answer is yes, no. We are not, in this view, we are not saying which one is the right answer. We are just designing it. We are not designing it in the way that it should be. But if I will do the whole thing in the first step, then you guys got confused. So I'm just designing it so that you can understand how to play with the design. Then we will play with the logical part. 50%, 30%. Guys, just for the confirmation, drop me a message. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, fine. So one card view is, yeah, fine. So one card view is ready. Now let's see the view. Done. So we passed question here, and where is that? Yeah. So we passed question here and options, and now it is visible for me. So I can say now this card view is done. This card view is required. Now we have to think how to use this card view in a list. But we can say now is this card is designed. Which card? We are talking about this card. So we plan to design like this, but at the time when I started to implement, I changed the plan and I did like this. Okay, guys. So why this is not looking good? Only and only it's not looking good because of the color management. This color is very bad. These color combinations are very bad. Whatever color you are using is actually the key of the UI. If you're not using the proper color, your UI is the worst and the bad UI in the world. So the color should match. If this is the blue, this should be dark blue, light blue, something which is belongs to this family. This is not belongs to those family. It's like this color is belongs from some other family. This color is belongs from some other family. So this always looks bad, because just see there is a 3 different family. One is white, one is blue, and one is green. So these 3 are totally different family, and this is not the way of UI designing. If you're designing the UI, you should match the family of the color. So you have to decide, okay, I'm going to use light gray, dark gray, gray with 80%, white, black, which is the same family. If you're using blue, light blue, dark blue, white, and blue with blue with green, blue mixed with red, blue mixed with something. You understood that thing? Okay. Guys, anyone have any question regarding card view? So related to card view, what I just did. Anyone have any question?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Can't we put a dot frame after this parenthesis in this text?
Sorry, can you
Only one time.
just when you are asking the question, mention the line number so that I can directly focus on that.
Line number 33.
Line number 33. Okay.
I'm just asking that can't we put can't we put dot frame at only one time after this bracket like 38?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yes.
Got it. So rather than putting this, changing the size of the text, can't we change the size of the V stack? That's what you are saying. So see, you missed something. What you missed? Let me. So guys, I think everyone understood the question. What he is saying is why, like we use foreground color and that got impacted everywhere. So can't we increase the V stack size and it got impacted everywhere? So just a second. Ajit wants to join it back. Okay, fine. Now the thing is, Sehbaz, you asked this question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Sehbaz, let's understand like this. This is the text, okay, and you change the frame of the text. Why you basically change the frame? Because you want to show the color, the design, and all. So if you do change the frame of VStack, then how you can separate the design of this text and that text? You can't, right? You can say in that case what will happen is yes and no both will in a single color and the width will be like this. Both will join together and you don't want like that. You want yes and no separately because there is a gap in between yes and no. So if you do, if you change the frame of the V stack, then what will happen is yes and no will come together and the color will be looks like this. You can see the result. Let me do that for you. I just remove from here as well as I remove from here and I put it on V stack. Just see the result. See how it is looking now.
Yeah, got it.
Good point?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, anyone have any other question?
Yes, thank you.
Actually, I disconnected in the middle.
Okay, now you are joined now.
Yes.
Fine. So any question?
No.
Everyone is okay with this design, right? Okay. If you have any question, you can also put a message in chat. Okay, fine. So let's come to the next step, which is showing this in a list view rather than showing like this. So what we can do over here is
List.
okay. Before list, the list is basically depend on the array, right? So you have to create an array which will contain all the information. Now, because you have to create an array, you have to create a model as well. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go step by step. First, create a model. That's how it works. If you want to use the list, you need array. If you want to use array, how one array contain all these information? Like one user have question and 4 answer. Then again, second user have question and 4 answer. Then third user have question and 4 answer. Means some kind of model is required. The model which contain question and 4 answer. So let's do like that. Struct the model name we can say is for now it's just QUES, and then we say one variable will be question, which is the type of a string. Other variable is answer, which is answer1, which is a string. Other is, this is not for UI. Be careful about, don't confuse between this and that. This is just for UI, not for any logical implementation. What we are going to do is a logical implementation. So one, you can say one model is there. You have to create a variable which will contain these all informations. Okay. So I just create an array inside the struct by saying add state, because you know list is required state type of variable, right? Remember that state variable users question. This is the name of the variable, and the type will be array. Array of what? Array of string, array of integer, array of QUES, right? So if this is the type of this variable, okay, this is the QUES, then this will contain all this information. So I just say is equals to, and then square bracket. Inside the square bracket, I initialized. Okay. This contain question. Question is for this is the first question. There's UI. Mute the microphone. SwiftUI. Replace Uikit. Open. Can you mute it? Okay. Okay. So this is the question. The answer. The options will be. Actually, the name is wrong. This can't be answer. This should be option 1 actually. This name is not right. There should be option 1, option 2, option 3. How it's possible that answer is 4? But okay, the option is first option is yes. Second option is no. Third option is yeah, 50%. The fourth option is yes, 30%. So I just create an array which contain one question. Now put it comma and write another question. Okay. The other question for now, I can say is binder and state are same. I didn't tell you what is binder. I will tell you later about binder. This will come in this section itself. So the question is yes, no. What will be the third and fourth option? Is the binder state same? Yes, no. I don't know. Okay. No. I can say yes, no. No idea. Yeah. The fourth will be binder same. Maybe. Okay. So 2 question is ready now. So let's see how to implement. So I just created a list, right? Array which contain 2 questions. Now, sorry, not list. I just created an array which contain 2 questions. Now I have to create a list. So I'm going to remove this card view. And what I have to do is I have to create a list inside the body. That guys I already told, I already explained you yesterday. I just write list and then curly bracket, and after that I'm going to use for each. If you remember how to use for each, and then inside the for each I have to mention that variable which actually contain all the questions. So that variable name is user question, then comma, and then like this dot slash
ID.
Sorry, yeah, ID is the
ID.
Slash.
oh
Backslash.
yeah. The dot is before the backslash. I don't remember. Fine. So inside the for each, let me something. Yeah. So here we will say question. So question, we can put any variable name over here that I also explained by putting it, the name is A. But just remember one thing, whatever name we will put, that will contain each question separately, okay? So I can say Q, that's all. So Q actually contain all the questions. So inside the for each loop, what you want to do? What you want to do inside the for each loop? So inside the for each loop, basically I want to initialize the card view. So let's write that card view. Now what? Question is what? Question is q dot question. Am I right? You understood this thing? Q dot question. Q dot answer 1. Then same thing, Q dot. Okay, I think there is a confusion for you. Okay. Question 2, Q dot question 3, Q dot. Okay. So I think there's some mistake with the ID. Is it? Just a second.
Sir. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Sir, correct your spelling.
Sorry.
Sir, correct the question spelling on top. Sir, please correct the question spelling on top. Sir, you write in list QUES and on top QEUS.
Oh.
On line number 20.
20.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's why it's not getting it. It's not question 2, it is answer 2. Fine. Okay, I already have some, as I remember, something's wrong over here. Just let me check. Guys, just spend few minutes in this for each loop, in this screen. Just take a screenshot if possible for you and look at it and try to find out where is the mistake, where is the error, why this error is coming over here. Just do it by your own. Okay, I'm giving you 3 minutes for that. Just try to look it inside and try to find out why this error is coming. Actually, it's required hashable, that's why. Okay.
Mistake. I didn't. Identify.
Identify. Yeah, it is just because of I didn't put the hashable over here. An identifier is required. So we'll see. If you put the ID over here, that will help you. Mute the microphone. Fine. Now let's run the code. So the only mistake that I did is when I create this model, I didn't put hashable or identifiable over here. That's why this happened. See,
for each both required, or like only identifiable, or like only hashable required?
Actually, putting both is good idea, but it will work without identifier as well.
Okay.
But hashable is mandatory. Okay. So you can see there is two questions in the list. This is the table view. Inside the table view, there is a cards. In the card, there is a question and there is a answers over there. So the only thing is, for now, there is a two static questions that you write. Okay. And that questions and the answers are coming over here. So guys, how easy, let's just think. I designed the card view. After designing the card view, I created a struct, means a model, which says, okay, you are going to contain this all information. Then I create a variable, which is the type of question, which contain all the questions which is required to show on the screen, all the data. And then I just created a list by saying for each, it's a kind of loop which target that variable which contain all the questions. And then I just call the card view that I designed. So what is happening? First time this card view got called, and the value is this one, the first question. And then this one, then this one. So the first value initialized, then it called again, and the second value is initialized. So think how easy it is for you to do. Just design the UI which is required, then come to the model, write the model, create a variable. When variable is done, just write how many lines? 1, 2, 3. 3 lines of code. Done. Your table view is ready. So you can see here. So now the problem you can see is the separator. No, separator is coming over here. Okay. So can you give me the answer of the first question? Does SwiftUI replace the Uikit?
We have not gone through what is exactly framework SwiftUI belongs. So Uikit belongs all user interface related things. Whatever you require to display the screen, that Uikit gives.
So you didn't have a proper answer for that.
In SwiftUI, I don't have.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Totally fine. Anyone else?
It is, I think, no.
Okay, anyone else? No, Bhupendra is saying no. So you have any idea why you are saying no? You have any conclusion?
Confusion. I think no use like a storyboard. So.
Okay, fine. Okay, let me explain you why. What is the answer? The answer is no. But why is because SwiftUI actually include Uikit. SwiftUI uses Uikit in the background, means inside. Uikit is inside the SwiftUI. So SwiftUI used Uikit and make it easy. That's all. See, this for is nothing but actually table view. So in the functionality level, the table view code is running, like number of cells, whatever is there. So everything is same, but you don't need to do it. No, you got for each, you got list. So things are same, but the way how you are dealing is different. So SwiftUI is nothing but internally it contain Uikit only, and some extra thing. Like with Uikit, it contain combine as well. It contain extra things as well, but it also uses Uikit. So why I put this question over here? Because you want to remove the separator. So there is no straightforward way in UI to remove these separators. Now you have to use your concept which come from Uikit. Then only you can remove it, separator. Got the point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have to think like, if you want to play in depth, you want to play something like, I want to change the cell color. Actually, it is possible to change the cell color over here as well. But if you want to play with a Uikit, you can play inside the SwiftUI itself. You can play it here as well. I will show you later, not now. But you can play over here. That you can say disable the separator, or change the separator color, or remove the separator. So all things, whatever we will play with separator, will actually belongs from Uikit. So SwiftUI is on top of Uikit. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So there is nothing like SwiftUI replace Uikit. That's not possible at all. Sometime it's happened like in table view. I show you how to delete it. No, swipe from left to right and delete. Remember that?
Yes.
So we swipe from left to right and delete. If you remember, in Uikit, there is more feature actually. If you swipe from left to right, you can add multiple buttons: delete, unread, mark as read, and other things. You can add multiple operations when you swipe from left to right. But you can't do that in SwiftUI. It's not possible at all. It's straightforward.
So it is one option only you can get in SwiftUI.
Yeah, you will just get delete only. There's no way. Actually, I asked that question in Stack Overflow, and I searched a lot, and I found it. There's no straightforward way to give the multiple option in SwiftUI. You have to go to Uikit and play with that. Then only you can give multiple options, because that facility is there in Uikit.
Okay.
Got it? So there is a lot of thing which will sometime we have to go to Uikit and play with that. Sometime what we did is we write a code in Uikit and integrate with SwiftUI. Even I did with my project. Sometime I created my project in one section of the screen is created in Uikit and integrate that Uikit in SwiftUI, because that UI is not that much easy to do with the SwiftUI. Few things are there. For example, there is a page view in Uikit. If you guys remember, if you don't know, there is no issue at all. There is a page view, right? That is very easy in Uikit, but in SwiftUI there is no straightforward page view. You have to do all the animations and all the stuff. So what I did is I created the page view in Uikit and integrate with my project. That's all what I did. So in future I will tell you how to integrate your Uikit project with SwiftUI. That is also one more thing that you guys have to learn, that I will tell you later. Now come to the point. Come back to the point. I just write 2 questions over here, and boom, things are done now. Now, what is the next step? We have just 2-3 minutes. There is no navigation bar on top of this UI. So we have to put some kind of navigation bar. Just come out of the list and type navigation view. Navigation view. Okay. And put the parentheses and put everything inside the navigation view. Done? Just come over here, line number 36, just before where navigation bar end, and put dot, NAVI. So navigation bar contain a lot of things like title, the type of the title, the left button, the right button, etc., etc. So first we will set navigation bar title, dot navigation bar title. So let me search this one. You're able to see this text, navigation bar title and display mode. Just enter it. So navigation bar title is we can say test, and the type is, just put dot over here, and you can see there is a 3 type: large, inline, and automatic. You have any idea about these 3 types of navigation bar? Anyone have any idea?
Inline means one line only it can print.
And what about large?
Large means it will take both from leading and it will try to fill the space from the leading and trailing.
Got it.
With the text.
Let's see how it will look. So first I put large and see the design over here. This is called large navigation bar. Okay. So when you say inline, it will come like this. This is the inline navigation bar. So guys, you understand inline navigation bar? If you open the iOS app, I think a message app, then you are able to see the navigation bar is large, not inline. If you look at the iPhone message app. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So guys, mute the microphone. I'm getting disturbed. Okay, fine. Fine. So where I am. So navigation bar is there. Now we need to put some kind of buttons. Shivam, can you mute it? Let me mute that. Okay, fine. So after the navigation bar title, I just entered in a type dot navigation. Navigation bar is done. Now there is a navigation bar item. So navigation bar item have two items. One is leading, one is trailing. Leading means this side leading button means whatever, button or image or whatever. But leading means leading and trailing means trailing. So you want to add leading and trailing both, or you want to add just leading or just trailing. You can look. See, this will just add leading, whatever you want to add. This will add trailing means on side the right view. Leading means left view. And then there is something called leading and trailing both. Where is that? Leading and trailing. Let me see. Where is that? Yeah, this one. Navigation bar item. Leading and trailing both. If you want to add both at the same time. So I want to add just trailing. So I just go with the trailing. And I say what I want to add. I want to add one image which look like add button. So let me search with the symbol that what is the image name which looks like add. This one plus plus. Okay, so let's come write image system name and the name is plus plus, and let's see the result. Guys, are you able to see the plus button on top right corner?
Yes.
So this is the image basically. Hello. Yeah, okay, fine. So now you are able to add an image on top right corner of the navigation bar. So what this button is expectation is it should open a view, right? That's what our plan is. Whenever user will tap on plus button, it should open a view where user can put more things and perform certain operation. So for now what I am doing is inside the trailing there is an image view, and after the image view I type dot on tap. See, there's on tap button, right? On tap function. I just entered over there, and I can perform whatever I want when user will tap on this plus image. Okay, that is a very good part of this SwiftUI. Doesn't matter it is an image, it is a text, it is a button, whatever. You can perform on tap operation, right? So I just put on tap, and what will happen if user will tap over here? I can do in my code. So I want to open a new view. It's a totally new question for all of you guys. You never did you never open any kind of view in one view. So this is totally new thing for you. But before doing anything inside on tap, I want to ask all of you any question.
No, sir.
Till now, anyone have any problem? So guys, just for revision, I'm going to revise it for all of you. There is a card view. Inside the card view, there is few variables. That variable use for the UI design. We design a V stack. Inside the V stack, we put the question. Then inside the other H stack, there is a V stack which contain all these text with colors and all. And when this card view is designed, then we came over here. We create a model, which model says what kind of information is required, what kind of array you are going to create. Once model is ready, then what we did is we create a structure. Basically, we create a variable, which is the type of state. which is a state variable, and the type is the model array of that model, which contain all the questions which is required. And then we come back again, we type, just a second. Okay, so we come, I will explain you, just give me a minute. So guys, okay, let me finish that. List, we come to the list, and list we just write for each. For each we write just, we mention the array which contain all the questions with the ID, and then we come to, we just mention new variable over here. Then we called card view. So these all things which I did here, you can also do over here. But it looks bad, no? It looks like your code is getting messed up. That's why I did that separately and I called over here. Otherwise, a lot of people what they did is they do all the designing in one view. So it's like you did all things in one class. That not looks good. So I did card view separately. I just called card view inside for each and pass whatever things are required for that view, and that view is created over the screen. That's all. If we add one more question, the view will, the size, or just see, I'm just repeating the question again. Copy it and paste one more. Copy and paste one more. Copy and paste one more. Done. But if I'm trying to scroll it, I can't scroll this. Why? Because this is not live. I have to tap on play, right corner, live preview. When I tap on play, then only it will first scan. It will wait for the load of the view. And once it got loaded, I can scroll it. I can feel it how UI is looking. I don't need to run this in the simulator. I can touch and feel over here. But be careful. If you did anything which belongs to print, no? So if you tap over here, nothing will print in console. Nothing will come in console. If you want to run this print statement and all, then you have to run this code in simulator or in your phone. You can't debug it over here, right? It's just for show. You can't debug it. If you think like, okay, I will tap and I can debug it, that is not possible. Got it?
But it will perform some action.
Sorry?
Like without print, suppose
exactly. It will perform the action. It will perform the action. That's why the view is here. If this flush should open a new view, if you tap, it will open a new view. Okay. But if you want to print or you do something which is related to console or you want to debug it, then you can't.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. Now someone is asking Hasable. I am ignoring it for now because that is not the topic which relate to this design. I will commit later for Hasable, identifiable, and few more protocols are there. I will commit over here later, not now, because we already crossed the time and I don't want to mess up things. So just understand we are using it. Why? We will talk about this later. So guys, done. So how to tap on this plus button, how to come up with the new view, that we will talk about. Okay, let me do something for all of you guys. I just going to create a variable of state where the variable name is sheet. Open ask question. Okay, and the type is bool, which is initially false. Okay, this is just a variable of a state type which I created. Now why I created? Let's come. What happened to this? Oh, sorry. This should be it. Okay. I created inside this. Okay, so there is a variable I created, bool type variable, which is false initially. Now let's see what is the impact, why I created. So in navigation bar, I use the image button. That image button contain on tap gesture, means if someone will tap, this code will execute, right? That's what I said. Now come to the list view. Come to the list view. List view is over here. List view is finished over here. I just tap dot and I say seat. What I said? seat. Okay, in seat you can see there is something called is present and the content. Seat says is present and content. Come over here and press enter. Is present is required some kind of binding bool. So just put it. I will explain you bind later, not now. So just put that variable. What is it? Ask question. Ask question. Done. And what is the content? Basically, I am going to remove it for now and see like this. Put the parentheses. Enter. See very carefully. I write seat. Then is percentage contain a variable which is a kind of bool variable and type state. And inside that I have to write self. Give me a second. It's needed binding variable. Okay. I missed something. State. Give me a second. Okay, fine. So guys, if anyone tap on that view, I will tell you what's happening. Something is wrong. I didn't remember why. Let me think. So when user will come to the sheet view, when this variable will true, then what you want to do? So this sheet view, what this actually did is when you write this and this variable got true, it will open something for you. Whenever this variable will true, it will open something for you. But before that, give me a time. Just let me see what's wrong. Just I'm going to Google it. Sheet view. Maybe I missed something. Let's see. No one can remember everything. Sheet view. What is the mistake? This is totally right. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, fine. Okay. That's what binding means. Okay, guys, I will explain you later what is the meaning of binding. But for now, you just understand something which is like mentioning the dollar symbol over here. No, this is related to binding. Just a second. I didn't explain all of you, so this is not right time to talk about this. But okay, ask question. So this we mentioned this variable. When this variable will true, it will present a sheet. Inside the sheet, I just write text. Hey, this is new sheet. Fine. Maybe you are confused. Just come back. What I did, I just create a variable with the type which is boolean, and saying that variable name is ask question, contain state. Now come back to the button. Where is that? Yeah, navigation bar, image is plus, and on tab, what I want to do here is I just want to say self dot ask question is equals to true. Understood one thing? When I tap on the image button, what will happen? This variable will true. That's all. That's all I am doing it. So what I did, whenever user will tap on plus button, this variable will true. Okay. And here inside this sheet view, I am saying that I am saying that whenever this sheet view present the sheet view, when this variable will true, and this sheet view will contain text. You will see the result, and then I will ask some question with all of you. Just see the result. I'm going to tap over here. And what you are expecting, guys, when I will tap, it will present a sheet. Why it will present a sheet? Because on tap, I am making this variable true. And whenever this variable will true, it will present a sheet, and that sheet contain, hey, this is new sheet. Let's see. Are you able to see, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Sebas, I didn't get it. Can you ask again? Or you can send message on chat. So guys, what I'm saying is, when I tap on this plus button, some sheet came, and we can swipe down like this. When I tap, it came over the screen, and I can swipe down. Again, I tap, came, I can swipe down. So what is happening is, if you want to show any kind of sheet view, what you have to do, just create a variable with the state, which is boolean, and initial it is false. Make it true whenever user will tap on whatever button you want to present. So I just say, whenever tap on image, make it true. But where is your real view? This is your real view. List. This is all your view is list. So just came outside this list view and say, present the sheet whenever this variable will true. That's all. Got it? Anyone have any question related to presenting the sheet? This is totally a different thing.
But where is create any view? A sheet is like a view.
Exactly, sheet is like a view. So I will explain you later. Actually, sheet is a view. When I tap over here, this is the view, right? Which
Okay.
contain text. It is possible that it contain color.
Yes.
I just write color.red, and let's see. Just run it back and see the result. See?
Yeah.
So this is view actually. This whatever you want, you can do inside this sheet view. You can design whole new UI over here. Okay. Even what I can do is, there is a card view, na? Right? I can call card view over here. Maybe other people got confused, so I don't want to do it. So just understand, like I just create VStack. Inside the VStack, I write text. I say, write your question, and then I said, after that I said, yeah, that's all. Just I said like this, and I run this. See, write your question, right? And after it, I put spacer, suppose SPA, and I put some padding from VStack, and then you can see the result. See, what is the question? Got it?
Okay.
So this is basically sheet is basically a view, and you can play inside whatever you want. Got it, guys?
Okay, the sheet is presented after the list, like list is totally, but the sheet is like plus button is in the navigation bar. So inside navigation bar,
your audio is
when
not
we
disrupted. Can you say again?
actually plus button is inside navigation bar. Okay, so where it is, you have written dot sheet is present. Actually, this particular things is inside the list or outside the list.
See, this is not inside the
You
list.
got my point?
This is, yeah, so this is not inside the list or outside the list, but if you want to present any view, okay, you have to write it where your all task is done. So this is where our all task is done. This is navigation view. We can't do anything outside the navigation view, because navigation view is something which is on top of everything. So after the navigation view, this is the list view, or suppose this is the V stack or H stack or whatever. So when we finished everything, we can present the sheet. And this is not mandatory. We can play with that. We can put it somewhere else as well. But for now, what you can understand is, let's do where your all UI part are finished for that screen, just say present the sheet. And this is the UI for that sheet. Okay. Guys, anyone have any question? Sehbaz?
Yes, sir. Shabaz is asking something.
Okay, let me check. Why the sheet came on the screen like popover? Yeah, so this sheet view that we are using is a kind of popover only. So what I'm going to say earlier is we just present sheet view. That doesn't mean there is only sheet view. There is a lots of animated view like alert view, sheet view, warning view, or popover view, or there's a different kind of view. This is not the right time to talk all kind of view. So right now we are talking about this only. There's a navigation view. So in the navigation view, what will happen now? When you tap over here on the plus button, it will navigate to the next page rather than coming like a pop-over. Okay. So for this is the easiest thing that I can do for now. That's why I did that. This is the easiest way to present the UI. And navigation is also easy. But for that, I have to explain how navigation works. Navigation is one of the key functionality. You know, if you tap on plus, it will navigate to the other screen and you can come back from that screen. That is called navigation view. So I will talk in the next session will be on navigation view only. So what I will do is I'm not going to use popover at all. I just used it to show all of you guys that you can add the screen over here. So what you have to do is when I tapped on this popover screen and this came, you have to write your stuffs over here, like how to take input from the text that you will find. I already explained you about text view. Just write here text. So there is a text view, there is a text field. The text will help you to get input from the user. So design something inside the sheet view and try to take the input from the user, like question and all the answers, and append to this array. Okay, append to this user question array. If you will append that, when user tap on done, there is a done button at the end of that. When user will tap on done, append it. So what will happen is this list will increase. Okay, so this is the shortest thing that I can do for you to explain how new view work. I will explain all of navigation and all later, means tomorrow.
Okay.
Any other question? It's actually a good question. Everyone should understand this. Why it is coming like a popover or pop-up? Because I use sheet view. This is not navigation view. There is a concept, different concept for navigation view. In that case, what will happen when you tap? It will navigate to other view. This text will automatically change and there will be a back button so that you can come back from that screen.
Okay.
Okay, anything else, guys? So I hope everyone understand well today, and I will share this code because this is in Xcode. So what I will do is I will make it zip and share it in a few minutes. It's not like later. So I will share it just after this session so that you can look inside the code. You can play with that because I know without code it's very difficult for you to play. Try to design it in a way it should be. I haven't time to do all the colors and all. So try to do that. One more thing for the color, I want to say, just come to the color section. There's a different way to do the color. No? Let me explain you this. Yeah. So suppose this is color dot green or where is that the color? Yeah, color dot blue. Suppose I want to do my own color. I used XD. I designed it. So you can convert all the color. You get the hex value of the color. Okay. Convert that hex value into RGB. Okay. When you convert it into RGB, just use this color. Inside the color there is this RGB. Use this. When you pass this RGB value, see. Okay, so you can also use RGB values to create an impact. So just design it get the RGB value and put it here. Fine. Any question, guys?
No.
Okay, sounds great. Okay, let's try to do that and see how you can play and how you can do those things. You all can show me something tomorrow. I will show these. I will see all of your screens so that I can show what you designed. Try to design something like this. Maybe not question answer, something else, but it should look like this, or better than this actually. Not look like this. This is I did in a way that I have to explain. So you have to design something better than that. So can I expect a design from all of you tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
Can everyone give me a chat message? Yeah, I will show you something tomorrow, because it's difficult to say. Just give me a message in chat. Yeah, you are going to show something.
Sir, please share the code.
Sorry? Yeah, sure. Because I know if I am not going to share the code, it's very difficult for all of you. It's very difficult. Even if I am on your place, I can't do that if someone won't share the code. So it's totally fine. I will share it in after the session, right? Just after the session. No one send anything in the group that yeah, I will show you something. Okay, I got one.